Now, it's rescued the sail from HMS Victory and preserved Freddie Mercury's trousers. Now, the Textile Conservation Centre in Winchester is trying to save itself from closure. The centre, which is part of the University of Southampton, can claim to have trained half of all the textile conservators in the world. But as Briony Leyland reports, the university says it can no longer justify subsidising the centre.
Experts here are entrusted with breathing new life into precious pieces of history, like this Edwardian dress which we filmed last year. It was discovered screwed up in a trunk in a Scottish castle. As the masters work, students learn alongside them. It's the only place in the UK providing this kind of practical, in-depth training. But places are limited and the courses are expensive to deliver. The centre's been told it will close next year.
The University of Southampton says the decision to close the centre has not been taken lightly. It follows 8 years of significant financial investment, but it can no longer justify the cross-subsidy from other areas of academic endeavour.
The decision to close the centre follows a restructuring at the School of Art. The university says it's meeting increasing student demand for new courses in art and design with a strong focus on commercial applications. And the School of Art is now on target to eliminate financial losses. But supporters of the Textile Conservation Centre say its work is too valuable to lose.
Within a university, some courses make money and some courses don't, and that's normal. I know there's been a bigger push towards saying that every course needs to make profit, but I think you need to look to the long term. And I think also we shouldn't just focus this in on the University of Southampton. As I said, it's a national issue. We've raised the question in Parliament to say, what is the government doing about this?
3,000 people have now signed a Downing Street petition to save the centre as the deadline for closure draws nearer. Briony Leyland, BBC South Today, Winchester.
In London now, listening to that is Alison McCapra, who's from the Institute of Conservation, which represents those who look after our cultural heritage. Mr McCapra, thank you so much for joining us. I suppose, in a sense, we could say that this is led by market forces, isn't it? I mean, students at the university, apparently, we're told, want more commercial forms of art. Therefore, this has got to go.
I don't think that's really the problem. I think your initial comment is right, that it is to an extent market-led. And of course, universities in this country are market-led businesses. But there's also a strong element of university politics in this. Every university course has to pay its own way. But every university course sits within a department. And each department has its allocation of costs. And many courses find that if they change from one department to another, their allocation of costs changes. And that would certainly be the case of the Textile Conservation Centre.
And certainly it takes on private clients, doesn't it? One wonders if it's helping out the Getty Museum and the British Museum. Why isn't there more private funding for it?
Well, I do have some sympathy with the university because the teaching of conservation is very expensive. But to return to what your previous spokesperson said, the important thing I want to stress is that this is a national asset for the UK. It's the only specialist textile conservation programme in the UK, and in fact it's the only programme in the world where you can get a master's degree. So if we lose this, British cultural diplomacy really will lose a very important asset.
Alison McCapra, thank you so much for joining us this evening on
Thank you.
South Today. Thank you.